But here is Europe's new Fiesta. Will it land here soon? Suddenly everyone at Ford comes over all taciturn. An engineer quietly told Motor Trend there's no technical issue with its going global, but the PR department's lips are sealed. We asked the question and got an answer to a different question. We are introducing the new Fiesta in Europe and Middle East and Africa at this time, and we'll have more to say about other markets at a later date. Fiesta remains an important part of our lineup. So will the current Fiesta be replaced by this new one here, too? Right now it's built in Mexico for US sale. Could the POTUS have tweeted it out of existence? Or has Ford decided to shave small car costs by skipping a generation in the US? It pulled the cheap trick before, with the Focus in 2004 when Europe got a new car, but North America was palmed off with a facelift. Just in case these two conspiratorial speculations are wrong and the new Fiesta will come here, we tried out the Euro market version. Or if it doesn't come here, take a read and file it under forbidden fruit. Because as baby cars go, it's pretty fruity. Its basic proportions resemble the current car. The initial plan was to update the sheet metal and fix up the over-designed but cheap-feeling dashboard plus add some driver assist tech. The original platform was to have been retained. But in the end there was a whole lot of mission creep, and very few parts except the 3-cylinder engine have lived on unaltered. For instance, they installed new seats derived from Focus items, with a wider range of adjustment, which meant the whole floor pressing was changed. The front track was widened by more than an inch, achieved by new control arms. So they felt they might as well take advantage by doing new uprights, new struts and top mounts, etc. They wanted more lateral stiffness in the rear suspension, so they built a whole new torsion beam. The wheels are bigger, and the brakes are stronger. The manual transmission is a new 6-speed. We had an argument with the finance people at every stage, shrugged an engineer while describing the changes. Meanwhile, back to the changes they planned at the start. Design was led by Ford of Europe director Joel Piaskowski, who's soon to return to Dearborn, Michigan, to run car and crossover design. The Fiesta has fewer creases than before but fuller curves in the surfaces. All exterior panels are new. The clearest change is at the rear, where horizontal lamp clusters replace the old vertical ones. Additional driver aids include adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking which spots pedestrians as well as vehicles, lane keeping assist, road sign detection, blind spot detection, and cross-traffic alert. For a mainstream small car, that's pretty comprehensive even if it is mostly optional rather than standard. The new cabin ditches the angular design of the old one, gets a bigger instrument binnacle, and has a touchscreen mounted in tablet format. It's the first time the Euro Fiesta has had full Sync 3, though the US has had it for a while. It works well. In many models it's paired up with an audio system branded B&O Play. Proper adjustable items replace the old coin flap vents, and the controls are less toy-like. But the quality of some cabin plastics, especially the horrid door pulls, still leaves room for improvement. The wheelbase has grown negligibly, so improvements in the Fiesta's class mediocre rear seat and trunk space are similarly modest, mainly brought about by no-brainers such as strategically thinning the seat cushions. We sampled the 138 HP version of the 1.0-liter engine. Its peak torque differs little from the 123 HP one currently sold in the US. So its behavior is similar but with a greater keenness to chase the 6,600 RPM cutout. It vibrates distinctively though not annoyingly in the mid-revs. The new 6-speed transmission shifts slickly, and unlike many small car trannies it doesn't feel like it's been overgeared to meet economy tests. It's interesting to note that the auto version switches from a DCT to a 6-speed torque converter. On summer tires, the new version finds remarkable grip through corners and maintains its cornering balance gamely. So you just pile it into curves with increasing abandon. Sure, that implies there isn't the throttle adjustability of the current Street, but remember this is the shopping edition. It's 160 inches of proof that driving a slow car flat out can be more fun than driving a fast car slowly. It's precise and progressive, and it manages reasonable feedback as you try to rub the writing off the tire's sidewalls. It's true the damping can eventually let slip on difficult cresting surfaces. But there's an answer to that. An SD line package has better dampers as well as stiffer springs and anti-sway measures, so it keeps itself under tighter control.